San Antonio, and welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is about 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. If you're coming from 1604, we're just as easy to find. You just take the Northwest Military Highway exit, and we are 9 lights in. So the store's going to be open today till 6:30, and then tomorrow, for your convenience, 11 to 5. Anything I talk about today, we have on the shelf and plenty in stock. And if you want to call the store and ask about anything while I'm on the air or even afterwards, then it's 210-341-1573. Now, if you come into the store and you're new to the store, you're going to notice that we are a large hardware store. We are 11,000 square feet of everything that you need as far as maintenance around the house. So that means outdoor, paint, plumbing, electrical, hardware. Do you know we have 24 feet of nuts and bolts? Folks, when we were like a huge lumberyard, we had one of our stores was 35,000 square feet. We did not have 48 feet of nuts and bolts. I said 24, but it's really like 48 because it's on both sides. And so if you are looking for nuts and bolts, let me tell you, we have it right here. Standard, metric, everything that you need to, like if you order something, this is what I always get. Well, I ordered it on Marketplace, but it didn't come with the hardware. Okay, come on in, let us help you. That's what we're here to do. You're gonna find some of the best people as far as salesmen and help that you can ever find any place. And that's what you're going to find at I hate to say mom and pop because it sounds like it's something. It is a great hardware store. And the best part, the first 2,500 square feet is all dedicated to gift for yourself, gift for a birthday present. You should see us when we're all up for Christmas. Now we're getting ready to get ready for an event that we're going to have, and it's called our Fiesta event. You know that thing that we have in San Antonio. It's going to be on April 17th and 18th, and there's going to be a lot of things going on that day. For one thing, the main thing, we're going to have Canine for Warriors. They're come on out and meet Byron and his dog and a couple of other warriors, and they're going to bring their service dogs too. And we always have a deal that if you contribute to them 20%, like you give them $20, 20% or whatever, then we will take 20% off your total gift shop bill. So that means if you were thinking about a Consuela purse, because we just got some new ones in, you can take 20% off. You can take off 20% on the whole bill. All right. Now we're also going to have a pop-up that day, M&M Eats and Treats. If you have not tried her cookies, cupcakes, and things like that, you are missing out. And she's going to do a special cookie just for us. It's going to have the Fiesta poster on her cookie. Now, I don't know about you, but if you were going to have a party, I would definitely check these out and then ask her to do some for you. I tell you, she's just a real special lady. So now you know what's getting ready to come up. Now, and if you said, hey, how do I find out about this kind of stuff? The easiest way is to, when you come in, sign up for our email. We do not bombard you with email. We just don't, mainly because we don't have time. And you'll find out all the events going on. On that email, you'll also get a coupon that you can use in the gift shop and in the hardware store every month. And then also sign up for our best rewards. It's the easiest way to get money back on things that you buy. So it's just a lot of fun things that we're going to be doing. Do you know that we also repair lamps here? We do. We have a young man that is also our cashier Tuesday through Thursday, and on his downtime while we're cashiering, because that's what retail's like. It's packed 1 minute and then it's crickets in here the next, and so it's up and down and up and down and up and down. And so on the times where it's kind of quiet in the store, then he works on lamps. And so if you have a lamp that maybe you wanted to use, but you don't have the know-how to fix it, we'll bring it in. Now, we can't get it out right away. Just give us a little time and we'll get it right back to you. So, did you also know, okay, this is pretty exciting for me because I never thought we would do this kind of thing. We have a website, of course, is our regular site, which says Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. But when you're researching us and trying to find us on the web, about 2 steps down, you'll see one that says Do It Best, Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. And on that site, you can see exactly all of our inventory that we have in stock, except for the gift shop. And if you are going, hey, I wonder if they have that new Milwaukee tool, you can go out there, search it. If it says we have it in stock, you just let us know. We'll have it ready for you and right up front within 30 minutes. So it's just another thing that we try to do to help make your shopping quick and effortless and fun. Okay, so let's get right down to what this Happy Handyman show is all about, and that's doing things around the house. Now, as David just said, you know, we're going to be having lots of bugs. A lot of you think, oh, great, we're not having very much rain. We're having some rain, okay? And so it's going to promote all these other little bugs. But how many of you have ever had a problem with termites, okay? I don't know what scares me more. Hearing the bug man say if he comes around the house, or if you're getting ready to get your house inspected because you're going to sell it, and they say there's termites in the fence. What? Termites? Well, if you live in San Antonio and you have a wood fence that touches the ground, you're going to have termites. The only way you can get out of it is if you put a concrete pad and lift that fence up off the ground, and then you have metal posts. I have metal posts in my fence, and if you lift it up off the ground so it's that fence is not touching the ground, you probably won't get termites. But if you do, you know, if you call a termite inspector, how much it's going to cost to get the termites taken care of in your fence. Let me just say, it's going to have a comma in it. So, is there a way to take care of your termites yourself? And the answer is yes. So, let me tell you about a couple of products that you can easily use around the house and much less expensive than hiring someone to come out and take care of. First of all, if you have termites in your fence, you're going to use, the way to do this is you trench about 4 inches down and about 6 inches wide, and you trench out. And you're going to put a product in called Ortho Home Defense, and it used to be called Max, but now they just say Termite and Destructive Bug Killer, okay? It comes in a concentrate, and you're going to dilute it, and you're going to put it in that trenched area, and then you're going to backfill, and then you're going to put more on top of the trenched area, okay? That's how you can do it. Now, if you want to use it around the house, you don't have to trench. You just put it around the foundation, and you can use it there. If you have wood that is just sitting around in the yard, maybe that you like to use for when you have fireplace and stuff like that, you can spray all around there. If you have stumps that you've noticed termites in, you can spray all around there. Now, if you use that trench method and you get it down into the ground, you get a 5-year warranty as long as the soil is not messed up again. So if you come back there and you pull all the soil out and you plant stuff back there, well, that will mess it up. But if you just leave it just like it is, and if you can get real close to that fence, you've got it made. Now, let me tell you a little story about this and why I know it works. Is because my brother-in-law and sister were selling a house, and they came out and had the house inspected, and the very first thing that the inspector said to them was, you've got termites in the fence and you're going to have to call somebody to take care of that before we can go ahead and approve this. And my brother-in-law is very thrifty, okay? So he worked for the store at that time, and he knew we had this product called Ortho Home Defense Destructive Bug Killer. He followed the directions, went around the fence line where he had the problem, and he called them out about 2 weeks later, and they came out and they said, you did a good job, you got somebody out here, and now we don't see any termites. Well, he didn't call anybody. He did it himself, and you can too, okay? So this is just one of the products that you can use as far as termites around the house. Now, also, if you see termites inside the house, and lots of times you're going to see termites around water areas. They make those little mud trails going up the side of the house, okay? And then they'll burrow through and they'll get on the inside of the house too. You'll see them maybe in cabinets, in bathrooms, in the kitchen, okay? So there's a couple of products that will instantly kill termites. So it's called a drop-down effect. And so one of them is Taro, and it's called Carpenter Ant and Termite Killer. So yes, it does do carpenter ants also, but it also does the best job at termites. Now, what's unique about this product and how you can use it is it's got a little straw with an adjustable top on it to where you can get back into crevices, which is what you want, because lots of times they're real hard to see unless you've got that bad of an infestation. And if you do, and you can see them, then this will kill them, okay? This will kill them, but, and take care of them wherever you are able to spray them. It's non-staining, it's odorless, and it will also kill carpenter bees. How many of you have ever had carpenter bees? Well, this will also kill carpenter bees. So Taro does a real good job with this. And also another one, and they've got the same kind of little spray straw on the top, is the one by Revenge called Termite and Carpenter Ant Killer. And if you go online and you look at this, because I know almost every one of my customers will do this. They will go online and they will check reviews. And if you go out and check reviews, it's got real good reviews. The only down part they say about it, because every one of them say, this killed the termites, this killed the termites. They have a problem with the straw a little bit. That's just a small thing, folks. This product is really, really good. Now, if you want to try to use it on the outside where they've got the little tunnels, you kind of have to drill in to those tunnels and spray it down in there. But this will get rid of them, okay? So you just want to, and if you have carpenter ants, because it also kills carpenter ants, you just spray it around doors and windows and other places where you see ants coming in. So if you have a problem with termites, destructive bugs, things like that, check out these products. And if you have a question about how to use them, I'm going to be here all day long today, well, till about 4. and then I'll tell you how to use them. Okay. All right. Let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The store's going to be open till 6:30 today, and the phone number is 210-341-1573. Now, I also forgot to tell you that while you're listening to the show, we are streaming it live on Facebook. Just go to Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware, and you'll see us out there on our website. We also then post it out on our YouTube channel, which is Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. So you might want to take a look out there if you want to see the products that I'm talking about. Okay, now I know that David and Karen earlier were talking about that we're going to have rain and take care of bugs and things like that. And I even asked him a question about grubs and stuff. It's really not time for grubs yet, but I am just hyper diligent about grubs because I've had to replace my grass not once but twice because I ignored some things. And so I don't ever do it anymore. But right now, see, while we're getting this rain, this intermittent rain, it's a good time to fertilize the yard with a granule called growing green. And you can put it out, and if it doesn't rain right then, it's okay. It doesn't burn the grass. It just doesn't do anything until it gets wet. Now you can move it along a little bit by on your day that you can water, is put it out right before then and start watering. And just like David said, it's better to water more in the morning, less in the evening. Okay? All right, so if you're wondering, okay, gee, Trudy, this is great information, but I don't know if I can remember, and I didn't get to write that down while you were talking. Get our book. We have a book called The Best of Johnny Chook, and it's volume 14. Okay, it's got a picture of me and Dad on the outside, and also Little Max at the bottom of the ladder. And on page 119 of our book, they talk about how to take care of termites and the product to use, and how to do it. And so if you ever wanted to have a reference book around the house, or this is a great gift for new homeowners. I just was talking with somebody the other day, and they were saying that her son and daughter-in-law just bought a new house. And I told her, I said, you need to get them a book. She goes, you're right. We do need to get them a book. Okay. All right. Since we're talking about pests and bugs right now, let's talk about something that's going to happen way before we're ready for it. And that's mosquitoes. So mosquitoes, it can be super challenging simply because we're South Texas and we grow them big here. And so, but if you have like standing water, like maybe you have a rain barrel, okay, or you have a pond, or you have maybe a big outdoor water feature, something like that. Not something that you get into, but maybe you have a koi pond or something like that, and you notice you get a lot of mosquitoes. There is a product called Mosquito Dunks, and this product is excellent for getting rid of mosquitoes. What it does, it kills the larva for 30 days. When you put it in the water, it makes a film on the top of the water that pretty much just suffocates the larva. There's a lot of big words. Bacterium, which is toxic to all species of mosquito larvae. But I thought if I told you it suffocates them, you'd remember that better. And you can use it in anything that you water with, like your organics, anything like that, your rain barrel. It's not toxic to animals at all. And each dunk will cover about 100 square feet of water, regardless of depth. And you can use it in any standing water, like I said, rain barrels, bird bath, tree holes, elevator shafts. Okay, I don't know if you've got an elevator shaft. Sometimes I pull information off the internet, when I go directly out of their site, and I printed that. I didn't quite look at that, okay? I don't think anybody has elevator shafts in their yard, but you might have plant reservoirs and rain gutters. So, okay, here's your, and they look like little donuts, okay? So they come in a 6-pack, and then they also come in a 2-pack. Now, they also come in bits, and it's a little bag of bits, and let me tell you what they are really good for. If you've got plants outside and you water them a lot, okay, and you get like standing water in the dirt, and then also standing water in the little deal underneath, the little saucer underneath, okay, put these things in there, because if you don't, the mosquitoes will start growing in there, and every time you go out, every time you get around your plants, you'll just be swatting stuff everywhere. And then I tell you, I have a spa outside, and I love during this spring and early summer to go out there and enjoy the spa, have a glass of wine, and if I don't take care of the mosquitoes, they are everywhere. I don't know if they like the wine or what, but they are everywhere. So get on top of it right now before they're bad, okay? Next week I'm going to talk to you about some other ways to treat the whole yard. And but for right now, if you've got standing water, if you've got areas where you've got a lot of plants, then the mosquito dunks is really good. Okay, let's see, how much time do I have before we break? Oh, I got 5 minutes. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about another project that is super simple to do and so necessary. How many of you have your air conditioner and you go outside to your outdoor unit, and maybe one thing, you might have some plants that grow into it? I don't know why that happens, but that happens to me. And they'll try to grow inside those fins. So let's talk about some maintenance for that outdoor unit. First of all, first thing, turn off the power. Turn off the power, because we're going to clean it, okay? Trim off any landscaping that might be growing too close. You want to allow yourself about 3 feet all the way around it, so when it's pulling air, nothing is blocking that. And then you're going to spray the outside of it to clean off all the fins and all the little vents on the side. And you're not going to use a high pressure hose. You're just going to use a regular garden hose and a regular spray handle, okay? And you're going to clean the outside of it and just get all the dirt and dust off of it, because you don't want to block any of that, because if you do, it has to work even harder. Now, if yours is extremely dirty, well, there's things that you can use on it. For one, Lundmark makes a product called Coil Clean, and you spray it on there, and then you use your garden hose and then spray it. It's going to soap up a little bit, and just you want to make sure you get all of the soap off, and just spray it really good. I had somebody come out and work on my air conditioner outside. The motor went out on it. I was so grateful. That was all it was. And it was just a fan motor, so it wasn't that expensive. But he cleaned all the outside of it, and I was shocked at how dirty it was. And so it made me think, hey, this is something that anybody can do and save yourself some money. And so if yours is super dirty and just rinsing it doesn't seem to be working, okay, then you'll need to use like a soap product. So the Lundmark Coil Clean, it comes in a ready-to-use quart, and it also comes in a gallon. And then they also make one called KO Dirt Blaster. Now this one foams up, okay? So, and it can be used on the coils outside, and if you can get to them on your inside unit, the refrigerator coils on the inside. It is amazing for that. And it can work on any kind of refrigerator coils. We have a Coke machine here, and since the coils are way down at the bottom where we sweep and clean and things like that, and you have to remember, these coils are wet, okay? They stay wet all the time. So it's like a magnet for all the dirt and stuff like that. Well, once they get just encased in that, they don't cool as well. And you can use KO Dirt Blaster on any kind of refrigerator coils like that. When we come back, I'm going to talk to you about one other product called AC pan treatment. Okay, we're going to take a real quick break. We're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is 2 miles north of Loop 410. And you've been listening to the Happy Handyman Show, WOAI. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the gift shop 4 minutes. Today I want to show you the joy of coordinating gifts. So if you're looking for a gift for someone and you have a little bit, a little bit in the budget, you can put forward to a couple different items, make them match in a fun way. And so let's start off with the barbecue cookbook. For someone who loves barbecuing or cooking any kind of meats, pair it with chicken shredders. These really strong, sturdy, and sharp claws give you a good way to just shred up that chicken, and then after it's shredded, add the bone-sucking sauce. So, I don't know why this wouldn't work on pork if it was cooked tender enough, so it's a double thing there. But those 3 items all together, they work well together. It's a fun little coordinated gift. Another way you can pair stuff up is with the Stonewall Kitchen line that everyone knows and loves. This is one of their new ones, the sour cherry jam. It's the reserve collection, so it has more fruit than it used to, so even yummier. And since they recently bought out the Michelle Design Company, they've now matched their products together. So you can do a really cute kitchen towel with cherries and a cherry jam. You could even add the cherries foaming soap and bar soap. Very, very cute coordinated gift. If you can find a gift bag that has cherries on it, even better. Now, another idea to do a fun coordinated gift is, say you just want to buy somebody a candle or a really pretty diffuser. We've got lots of those to choose from. Look at that pretty jar. If the packaging is pretty colored, make it even prettier and do 2 gifts in one. Get a little pretty keychain. We've got these real nice little butterfly ones in all different colors, and tie it to the front of the package. Now that's so cute, you wouldn't even need a gift bag, but you could still if you wanted to. You've got 2 gifts in one that match. Here's another one on the glass house, because the glass house packaging is so pretty in different colors. You could almost do someone's favorite color. Say if they love purple, then get them all little purple things, tie on a keychain. There's some other colors you can choose from. Be creative. And if you are not the creative type, you're in luck. Shop with us and we can help you. So we can give you these ideas when you're here. Just kind of tell us what you're looking for, who you're shopping for, and we can give you all kinds of ideas and help you out. Now, these little bags are reusable. So they are a reusable bag, but they make a really nice gift bag as well. So it's almost like part of the gift. This one's really cute, appreciate you. So if you're just giving somebody a nice little thank you gift. And you'll notice here, these are ponytail holders tied on to the package. Part of the gift decor, but then it matches the gift. So this is for your friend who has really pretty long hairs, always wearing ponytails or ball caps. You've got all these hair products. This is a real nice satin hair towel that we just got in. They're reversible. One side has microfiber if you want your hair to dry faster, and the other side is satin if you want it to just take its time and then not have any kind of frizz to it. You pair that with some Not Today combs and a new ball cap, a little ponytail hole, and there's your matching ponytail holders. So lots of fun, creative ways that you can coordinate gifts, and we do have a lot to choose from. And we'll even help you when you're here fix it up like this. Just let us know, hey, this is a gift, and we'll get you all set up where you're ready to give it. No price tags on it, add matching tissue, you are good to go. We make gift shopping fun and easy here. Now say you're just wanting to get them a little something, we have the exact bag for that, a little something. Little favorite candies, butter rums, and Reed's root beer, all your favorites, right up at the counter. And then I don't know if y'all have seen this gum before here or not. It's a chewing gum, very, very minty, lots of fresh flavor, and it's aspartame free. So if that's a concern for you, we've got it. And we also have it in spearmint flavor and some other flavors to come. But see, this is just a, hey, I just thought of you. I know this is your favorite candy, but rather than just handing them the candy, put it in a cute little, just a little something bag. These bags also come in thinking of you, thank you, and these are, look how small they are, they're adorable. And then there's a little bit bigger size. You deserve a round of applause. And this is a nice size. You could fit a lot of stuff in here. You could fit a small candle, some jewelry, some body care. And then the bag becomes part of the gift. They can either keep it or reuse it to pass on to the next gift recipient. And this is the next size up. There's even bigger ones if you are getting a bigger gift. We have an entire wall of gift bags, which I did not bring with me, but let's see if we can show, right there, by Trudy. All those gift bags there, and pop-up flower cards. And I did not bring enough stuff with me.
We have 30 seconds.
We have 30 seconds, so I'm good. Y'all come in and see us, and be sure to like and share our videos if you would, because that would really help let other people know about what's going on in the store, and join us today for lots of fun shopping.
And welcome back to the Happy Handyman Show on WOAI. I'm Trudy Chook. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Kale. I didn't mean to scare you right there. We are broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, and the store is going to be open till 6:30 today. Now, we just took a little break, and usually when we come back from that break, we have Kale on with me, and Kale is a trivia expert along with running our lawn and garden area. So today I told Kale, he said he was going to talk about some trivia. I said, you know what? I think we need to talk about tax day.
Yeah.
Because that is coming up.
It is.
It is.
That's the only certainty in life is death and taxes. Well, you know, it's kind of interesting. The federal government only started doing income tax in 1913.
1913.
They did it a little bit in the Civil War, and then in 1913 it became law. Of course, there was a $3,000 exemption. To put that into perspective, most people, the average salary was only $750 a year. So only like a really highly skilled position, like say a mechanical engineer, made about $5,000 a year. And even then, he only spent about maybe 1% on income tax. So if you made $10,000 a year, you were considered immensely wealthy.
Yeah.
Like on the order of having servants and private chefs and chauffeurs. You're
Mansions.
Like, yeah, exactly. So, but most people did not have to pay income tax. Now just about everybody does.
Oh yeah, everybody pays income tax.
Yes,
And
yes.
then just if you didn't know it, it's right around the corner next Wednesday. So if you need to move some money,
Now's
it's
the time
now's
to
the
do it.
time.
Definitely. All right.
Okay, so what do you got going on in lawn and garden today?
Oh.
And you wanted to tell us, if they don't catch us right here on the air live, where can they find us?
The iHeartRadio app.
Yes.
You can go and get that and download it onto your phone, and you can listen to us anywhere, anytime, at your convenience.
Okay, so anything you want to talk about? How about that tree and shrub mulch?
The tree and shrub mulch, we're finally starting to get some rain, and we finally have some moisture to keep on the ground. So right now is a good time to be putting that down.
And they just put it like right around the tree.
right
About
around the
how
tree.
deep do you think they should put?
Oh, I'd say maybe a couple inches.
Couple of
but
inches.
don't put it right up against next to the tree.
Yeah.
You want to have that root ball exposed a little bit.
Okay.
But just around the tree would be fine.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. Thanks for the
All
trivia.
right, thank you.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye bye.
Okay, isn't that fun? I think so too. So, I tell you, when we had a party, this is when I found out how much trivia that Kale knew, and it was certainly interesting. So, now, when we took the break, I told you I was going to talk to you about one more thing as far as like a tune-up for your air conditioner. So let me just show you, and these are just little things that you can do, and it's like any kind of maintenance around the house. If you take care of it, the less you have to call a professional. And now, if it happens like what happened to me, I had a fan motor that went out. Yeah, no, I can't do that. But I could have kept the outside of it very clean. And on your inside unit, okay, you know the pan that you have that catches like the overflow, and it has a drain on it, and that drain can get clogged up. So what do you want to use? You want to use, we carry the one made by Rector Seal. It's called AC Pan Treatment. Okay, real tricky name, right? And you can, if you can get to the pan, you can put it directly in the pan. And I can tell you, one year it was a tough time. My husband had just died, and then all of a sudden I was in a different house, and the air conditioner was upstairs in the attic, and I started noticing leaking in a closet. And so I went upstairs, and sure enough, the pan, I didn't notice the pan was overflowing, but the pan was overflowing, and I could get directly to the pan. It was a strange setup for an air conditioner. And finally, I called somebody, and because I really thought something else was going on, and he says, your pan's clogged, your drain line's clogged. And it was so clogged, he blew air down it. And let me tell you, what came out on the other end was totally gross. And that's when he told me about putting a treatment in the pan. Now, my air conditioner at my house now, this is a much smaller house. The unit is in a little closet in the garage, but it's so easy to get to. And there is a little, kind of like a drain, a PVC drain that comes up. And I can put these tabs right down in that because you can't get to the pan with this, okay? So AC pan treatment, it's inexpensive, and it will just, I mean, if you've ever had a pan overflow, let me tell you, it is a pain, All right, so let's talk about, just let me tell you, what does it clean out, the AC pan? It cleans out sludge, slime, all this stuff that will build up from the water that kind of sits, okay? All right, let's talk about some other things around the house. Okay, Howard's is one of my favorite people that we buy from. They make great products. And one of my favorites is leather salve, okay?
I was gonna say I should do it.
So leather salve, how many of you have and hi Janice, it says today's show will be on YouTube later this afternoon. Yes, it will. We'll get it out there later this afternoon. About the time that I leave for church, about 4 o'clock, is about the time that we are slowing down a little bit in the store, and so that's when we post it. So thank you, Janice. I appreciate that. How many of you have a leather sofa? Maybe an older leather sofa. Maybe you got gifted a leather sofa and it looks a little tired. It looks a little faded. Maybe it's got some surface scratches on it. Just all those things that can make leather look bad. Let me tell you, leather salve, it is a great plan B as opposed to getting rid of that sofa. And let me tell you a little story why. My mom is a cleanaholic, okay? And she cleans a lot of stuff with anything that she can grab in her hand. And in her office, she had Windex. And so she has 2 leather chairs that are in her office, and she started cleaning the leather chairs with Windex. Well, I don't know if you know this or not, but if you clean leather with Windex, the ammonia in it will turn it white. And after she did it, of course she didn't ask me before she started cleaning the leather chairs. She told me afterwards. And she goes, there's something wrong with these chairs. Look what happened. And I said, what'd you do to the leather chairs? I just cleaned it. With what? And she goes, Windex. No, Mom, you don't clean leather with Windex. So I took the leather salve that we had on the shelf, and I put it on that chair, and all the white etching that had happened with the ammonia that's in the Windex went away immediately. It brought back the color to the chair. It restored it. It looks brand new. And I leave part of the chair the way Mom had cleaned it, and then the other part I show people, because when anybody comes in and they ask about leather salve, I say, hey, do you have a second? Let me show you what it does. And I show them Mom's chair, and they are blown away. It is an amazing product. Now, I say, leather furniture, leather chairs, bar stools, leather sofa, recliner, anything that's leather, okay? The leather seats inside your car. And it doesn't take a whole lot, and it doesn't leave a greasy feel to it or anything. It just restores the leather, and it gives it more color, and it just makes it look like new again. But you can use it on a lot of other things. Like if you have saddles, tack, anything like that. Anything that's leather, a leather purse, leather belt. If it says leather before the thing, you can use this, okay? Leather salve, okay? But some people have oil from, if they've sat in the same place in the sofa. You see this a lot with where men sit, because they might put oil in their hair, and they sit, and wherever their arms sit, the natural oils in your skin leave and build up an oil, and it will turn white, okay? And so it's hard to remove. Because you don't want to just use any cleaner on your sofa, like Windex, like Mom did, okay? But Howard's makes this leather cleaner, and I have to tell you, I didn't know about this for a few years, and then someone called me and said, Trudy, do you have that product from Howard's called leather cleaner? And I said, no, I have the leather salve. And they said, you need to get that leather cleaner. And then they showed me pictures of before and after their dad's recliner. Their dad was elderly, and he sat in the recliner a lot. He slept in the recliner. And wherever his body touched, okay, it left oils. And so they showed me before and afters. It's amazing. So you could use a 2-step process to clean your leather. Clean it with the cleaner first, and then restore it, like the dryness and the color and the surface scratches, with the leather salve. Both great products, okay? They're just easy projects to do around your house, right? Now, what about one other thing? It's called Wax-It-All. Okay, Wax-It-All is good for wood surfaces. It's good for stone and metal. It's good for concrete, and but not concrete floors. Okay, this is you want to use it like on countertops, wood bowls, because it is food safe. Okay, and It restores color. It kind of looks like the leather sap, but it's not, okay? And I especially like telling people about this that have composite sinks. How many of you, you don't really see it as much anymore, but a few years back, when people were getting granite, and say they got black granite, they wanted a black granite sink. And so they're composite sinks. So they're ground up granite, and they make a sink, they pour it, and they make a sink out of it. Well, what happens to black granite? Black granite gets hard water stains on it. I mean, it's, you know, they're beautiful until they're not, when they get dirty. And hard water, do we have hard water in San Antonio? Absolutely. It's worse in most places. And so how do you keep things from just looking bad from hard water stains? So these composite sinks you have to be real careful with, because they are granite, and you can't clean granite with just anything. It's not indestructible. And so the sinks, if you will put this Wax-It-All on it, it makes it look like you just installed it. It will cover up all that white, that the hard water stain. It will make it look deep and dark again. Even if you have light colored composite sinks, it really adds a glow. Like say you're getting ready to sell the house, and because it's the season, right? Use this in your composite sink. It will make it look beautiful. If you have copper sinks, it will keep them looking cleaner longer. If you're outside, if you have an outside kitchen and you have concrete countertops out there, you can use it on that, and it makes the concrete look new again. It makes it look deep, and it just looks, it adds a luster to it, okay? You just want to make sure you don't use it on anything that you're going to walk on. So this Wax-It-All, also made by Howard's, is a great product. Now we're going to turn to skin, okay? That stuff you've got covering all over you. All right, so how many of you have aches, pains? Maybe you like to overdo it at the gym, or you overdo it outside in the garden. I mean, you get from when you listen to David and Karen, then you're out there, man, and you're this weekend warrior. You're going to make your yard look great, and it's all well and good until you stop and you sit down. And then when you try to get up again, you're achy all over. Well, let me show you a product. It's called Two Old Goats. And this product, they've got two lines, okay? They have the regular line that just says essential oil, and then they have another one that looks like this, but they'll say arthritis formula on it. And the biggest difference between the regular one and the arthritis is a menthol that they add to it, because the FDA required them to say that, to put it in there, if they were going to say it was for arthritis. I'm just saying, if you don't like the menthol part of it, this stuff is still the same. So, how did it get the name Two Old Goats? Well, I deep dive and trying to find out about that. And the lady that originally made this, she was from a little bitty town, and where they had goats all the time. And she was a goat queen one year, okay? And then as she got older, she and her husband started selling this, and he wore a goatee, and she was the original goat queen. So that's how it got the name Two Old Goats, right? But this stuff is so good. It's made in Texas. It's got lavender, chamomile, rosemary, peppermint, eucalyptus, and birch bark. I think it smells wonderful. And the nice part about the original formula, you can use it as much as you want. So let's say your knees are bugging you or your back hurts. You can put it on as much as you want all day long. And the nice part, it kind of builds on each other. Now, the arthritis formula, they say you can only use 4 times a day. I'm not sure why, but this stuff saved my mom and kept her from having to do knee surgery for about 2 years. She wanted to put it off. She was not crazy about doing that. And she was able to put it off for a few years. So if you have some aches and pains, you might try it. We carry it right up front. There's a little one that you can keep in your purse. It's the one that when I go visit a lady in the nursing home, I always put it on her hands, and she says it helps a lot. Right. Okay. Now, what about if you have thin skin? All right. This happens to us as we age, and it happened to Daddy. And one day when he was in the hospital, I was going to visit him, and I could hear him laughing down the hallway, which was always a good sign. And inside, the nurse was telling him about the Remedy, okay? Remedy is a great moisturizer for people that have dry skin. And that's what happens when your skin starts to thin. It gets so dry, and then every time you touch it, it will tear. Does that happen to you, or does that happen to your mom and your dad? Get them some of this Remedy. It's in a purple jar, a purple tube, and it's called Moisturized Skin Cream, okay? And it does an excellent job. In fact, when the nurse was doing it for Dad, the very first thing he did when he got back to work was he got it from Medline. Okay, we buy it from Medline, and we bring it in here, and he used it all the time. He kept it in his desk. And if you work with paper a lot, you know how dry your skin can get? It's perfect. All right, now I want to talk to you about a couple of more things. Let's see, how many minutes? All right, I love a clean. I like clean, okay, but I like to make things easy when I clean. And one year I was doing some renovation around the house, and even though they had put up I was doing it in the kitchen, because the kitchen was the original kitchen that was built in 1980, and it was, let's say I've been in the house 10 years, so about 2015, it had been a bit, okay? And so we were taking down the kitchen wall, and we were redoing things and putting in granite, and every day when I came home, there was a layer of dust, even though there was plastic in between where they were working and the rest of the house. And so I did not want to, I wanted to clean it off of all my furniture and stuff, but I did not want to put anything on the furniture because I felt like it would build up if I was using it too much. So that's when I really started using E-cloth. How many of you know about E-cloth? E-cloth is they're high performance cleaning that you don't have to use any product, just water with them. And I know you say, how can it clean, Trudy, if it doesn't have anything in it? It's the way that they're made. It's the way that the fiber is on the cloth. It's kind of like a magnet, and they make them for everything in the house. But my favorite is the dusting cleaning cloth. If you don't get anything from E-cloth, get this one. And you can just go around and use it on all your wood furniture or glass or anything with just a little bit of water, okay? All right, let me tell you where we're located again. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is 2 miles north of Loop 410. We're gonna be here until 6:30 today. That's Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. And let me just tell you one thing. That's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects that we've been talking about. But by all means, you remember one thing. It will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.